And then, if memory serves me right, you're able to, um, work with compliance to simplify, the flow through
Mhm.
of your prospects through portal. And you saw quite a big effect from that, right?
We did. I mean, I think, with the analysis that you and the team did on, the specific applications, I believe that's what you're referring to.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think really being able to see benchmarks against where we were, seeing drop off on the application and being able to look at fields that maybe were required that didn't need to be. Maybe we were offering too many options on loan terms and, requiring uh, state or I think some things on the ID and just some of the references. There were a number of fields that we looked at. So it came down to not as heavy on the compliance side. I think really working with our digital technology team and what everybody felt comfortable not having as a requirement on the application, because there were things that we could capture after
Hmm. Hmm.
the application was submitted. It didn't mean we weren't gathering that, but is it required to weigh down, the inputs on the application, because that was just causing, some friction and drop off.
Yeah, I want to double click on that, Chad, because we often see, folks having the kind of conversation you just talked about. Do we really need this? But often it's decision making by committee, and not any one person, feels really strongly about it. But there isn't enough impetus to take it out, and people kind of look at each other and like, should we keep it, not keep it? What do we do? So if you could talk to us a little bit more about how you um, manage to get the team to actually make the decision to take out some of these fields, and what you saw as the before and then the after. I think it'd be really helpful for our audience because I think we all struggle with these applications that are a little bit overloaded with questions as an industry.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, first and foremost, we have the support of our EC. This was very valuable and important, for them. So it wasn't unknown. But I have to say, I think our internal teams are extremely collaborative. We work well together. So it was really about, determining, between the technology team and compliance, what was actually required before the application was submitted, but then what is that going to impact anything from, for the teams that are processing applications, et cetera, underwriters. So it took conversations, but I don't feel like there was, necessarily like heavy red tape. I think it was a matter of, making sure we did our due diligence, not rushing, bringing all the right stakeholders into the room and collaborating through it for the benefit that we felt we would see from it.
Hmm. Hmm. And I think the results, at least from us as impartial advisors, the folks holding the stopwatch, the results have been amazing.
Mhm.
Our first month with you was July 2022. By July 2023, last year, your deposit taking efficiency was up by 72%. Uh, you went from a million or so a month in online deposit taking to well into double digit millions per month on the deposit side. So that's just fantastic to see.